You win.
Go. Go.
You win.
Go. Go.
You win.
Hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the Video Game Nexus. We are back with some more Sly Cooper Thieves of Band of Thieves. I don't. For some reason, I want to say Thieves in Time. For some reason, I don't know why. Wait, what? The hecky is going on over here? I also probably shouldn't be opening too many tabs on my web browser. But I saw something that was on Twitter. Anyways, we are back with more Sly Cooper, or Sly 2, Band of Thieves. I really should just say it like that, but for some reason I need to say Sly Cooper. Let's continue Sly 2. There we go. Alex Ross. I have no idea who the hell that is. Anyways, we are back. Hopefully I don't have to deal with a damn storm. We'll be all set to do it. Let me go ahead and just set this out into the stream aether. Bada bing, bada boom. I'll work on that later. Let's get started. Oh, it's been not that long. Let's be real. Anyways, how's everybody doing today? I hope everyone's having a fun time or a fun weekend and whatnot. Cool. I can't necessarily be pickpocketing pockets if I'm constantly moving backwards. Now, can I? Anyways, if you guys remember last time, we got all of the bottles, and we got ourselves some new power-ups. As you can see, we got our full gadget grid for the current build right now. How this guy does not see me is insane. Well, whatever the case is, let's go ahead and actually just get started with this thing. Let's continue where we left off, which was in this mission.
Sly, we need to find a way to get Rajad's prize elephants out of their pen.
I don't know, Bentley. That door looks pretty heavy. Maybe I can crawl on that hole under the steps and find an alternate route.
Is that picking up on the microphone? I actually don't know if it is or not. Hold on. There we go. Now let's go sneak into here again. Let's get the mice to spook the, there we go. Coyote! How you doing? Looks like we got some stuff going on. Let's see what's going on.
Wow, he sure looks spooked.
Indeed, he does.
Well done, Sly. Now comes the hard part. I need you to snatch the headdress jewels worn by both elephants. The jewels are firmly embedded, so keep whacking at them with your cane to knock one loose.
I'll need to make use of the rooftops to get to one of the elephants' backs, but it shouldn't be a problem.
Shouldn't be too much of an issue. Let's go ahead and just get started with it. Should be relatively easy to get up on these things. Shit. You. Get out of here, you howler monkey. There's the elephant. And I still missed it. That's one down. Now the elephants are going to be a little bit more aggressive, as you guys saw, hopefully, from the video last night before we had to abruptly end due to a thunderstorm. Okay. Oh, he juked me. Too bad for him. Damn it. Ah, damn it, that's the only problem. Shit. Ah. Ow. I'm surprised that the little...
Jump over that elephant. If he tries to snap off his back.
Nice. Got another one. Can't necessarily keep looking at these messages. Cody, you're a dork. But you're the channel's dork. Nice.
Got all the jewels on that elephant.
That's another one down.
On the other one.
I need to be real careful. Oh. Cool. I needed that, actually. Well, your friend's also a goob. There, I said it. And I hope their weekend is going just fine. Just like you. I hope your weekend's going just fine. Jake, how the fuck did you even know what she said? No, like for real though, I'm actually genuinely curious. Like how the hell did Jake? That's another one. Just one more to go. But first, I gotta pickpocket. It didn't show up in chat for me. Oh, I'm probably looking at top chat. Bitch! Alright, that move sucks. And I'm pretty sure I gotta get all those gems again. I'm livid! God damn it. I'm gonna start sending my Discord messages to Do Not Disturb. Oh, take care, Coyote.
Jump over that elephant's trunk if he tries to squat you off his back.
Inverted controls. There we go.
You got all the jewels off that elephant. Now focus on the other one.
Okay. Now, where is... There it is. Where, oh, where can my baby be? The Lord took her away from me. She's gone to heaven, so I got to be good. I don't know why the hell I have that in my goddamn head. Ow! Fucking... Freaking Elefante. Yay! I'm pretty sure that dude was just like legit just looking at us. Damn it. So much for that, Bitch! I swung at that motherfucker first. There we go. Nice. Just one more to go. Again, for the second time. I'll take the hit. There we go.
That's it. With these jewels, I can make an ultra-hard radial saw for the heist.
Now imagine if this was under a time limit. That genuinely would suck. Alright, I don't think there's any other... Yeah, it does not look like it. So we don't have to worry about playing as Murray. For the time being. That guy has a shiny. Hey, don't mind me. I'm just loosening up your load here. Oh, silver pen, nice. Toodles. You know, I keep forgetting to change the I keep forgetting to change the brightness settings for the game. I really do gotta do that one of these days. For you guys. Also, the reason why this is called 2.5 is because I'm seeing as how we're so close to beating this level. I think what I'm gonna do is that after once we beat this level and take a look at the bonus thing, assuming that there is a bonus thing, we will be going through and trying to collect the rest of the treasures that are in the other areas. With that being said, how the oh, I see. Spice bag. At least I think this is a spice bag.
Bentley, what's your status? I'm in position with the RC chopper. All systems are go to neutralize their surface-to-air defenses. We're going to need free reign of the sky during the heist. Well, be careful. Chopper parts aren't cheap. Hostile has been sighted.
No worries, Jake.
Hey, Bentley, use the left analog stick to steer the chopper and hit the X button to drop bombs. If you lose track of the Jeep, I'll project a holographic targeting arrow. Follow it back into the action.
Nice.
Launching missiles. Turn hard to dodge them.
Feel like I'm the Gap Band. With their hit song Drop the Bomb on Me. God, anybody remember that song? Anybody remember Gap Band? You dropped the bomb on me, baby. You dropped the bomb on me, but you turned me off again.
Catastrophe! Nice flight,
Nice.
partner. That Jeep's out of commission and we'll have clear skies for the heist.
Alrighty. Time for operation.
Okay, synchronize your watches. This heist is going to take extreme precision. Here's the plan. I'll start things off by demolishing the palace's main bridge. That should cut off reinforcements from the guest house and hopefully distract the ballroom guards standing watch over the clockwork wings. Sly will then take Carmelita up on her offer for a dance, and while the crowd is transfixed by their tango, Murray will lower into the ballroom on the electronic winch. Once down, he'll cut the wings free and then winch back up for an exit. Murray should then make his way out of the palace. I'll cover his exit with the RC chopper. Once he's past the drawbridge, we're home free.
Should be relatively simple enough. We've done it before. Who is it gonna want us to be as? Sly? Or Bentley? I think it's gonna want us to play as Sly. No, it's Bentley. Though, I guess that makes sense considering Bentley was basically saying, hey, I'm going to do my part first, and then gets into all that. Oh, that's no fair.
Okay,
There we go.
Bentley. Murray and I are moving into position. You still think you can demolish something that large?
It doesn't take an engineer to figure out how to blow up a bridge. I'll start by placing charges on all of the lower cleats. Once the structure destabilizes, those retainer rings on the upper cleats should pop right off. That should enable me to bomb all of the upper cleats, which will bring it all crashing down.
Just watch your head when that thing gets unstable. We need that brain of yours in one piece.
Alright. Here we go.
That's one. Wow, the bridge is starting to crumble. Better watch out for falling stones.
Gotta be careful with the falling debris.
Just two more cleats.
Oh, jeez.
here.
Ay.
That's it for the lower section. Now
There we
for
go.
the main support beams.
I didn't know if that would actually hit or not. Oh, I gotta hit these twice. Okay.
3 more to go. Just 2 cleats left. 1 more cleat and this bridge is going down.
There we go. Alright.
Okay, Sly, the bridge is down. I'll warm up the van and get ready with the RC chopper. Good luck.
You know, I just realized, how the fuck is Bentley gonna get over there now?
What? The bridge is destroyed. Take all the manpower you need and look into it.
Murray, you in position?
Check.
It looks like Bentley's little distraction did the trick. Initiate phase 2. I'll take care of Carmelita and the crowd. You handle the heavy lifting.
Alright, now comes the fun part, folks. I'm gonna focus for this one.
Miss Fox, I believe you owe me a dance.
About time. I thought you had left.
Just waiting for the perfect moment.
You look familiar to me. Are you in law enforcement?
I often deal with police while on the job.
Ooh. Ah.
That's one wing. Or no, that's both wings down.
Nice.
Oh,
Hi,
yeah.
stranger. What's your name?
Why ruin the moment?
Huh? I don't understand.
The wings! What happened to the clockwork wings?
What? How? Who could have? What? Cooper!
Alright, now let's defend, Murray. What's that he has in his hands? Why, it's the clockwork wings. You know, I can't really think of like a practical reason for the wings, honestly.
You just keep moving.
Gotta keep an eye on Murray. Luckily, he has a health bar, so we can be able to, you know. We don't have to worry about potentially hitting him, but we still just need to be,
This is tense!
Oh. Ooh, that was close. Would have been nice if we would have gotten a perfect, but there's bound to something to always have happen. And unfortunately, that's just the RC thing. I kind of wish there was like a break button to let it kind of do its own thing. Or, well, you get what I mean.
We're almost home free!
Got him. Nice. We're at the drawbridge.
Punch it!
There we go. End of chapter.
After the gang and I got away with the clockwork wings, Carmelita blew her cover and started making arrests left and right. With his reputation in shambles, Rajan was forced to flee from his own party. He's now in hiding, somewhere deep in the jungle. The gang and I took a break and headed for Bollywood. It took some doing, but we eventually snuck Murray onto the set of a full-blown Indian musical. I was happy the guys got to unwind, but Rajan was still out there. And somehow, I knew things were about to get tough.
All right. So, we're still gonna be here. We're only like 28 minutes in. This honestly could have just been a full ass episode if we decided to do a let's play of this game rather. I do not believe Rajan. Yeah, it looks like there is no square button for this one. It looks like it's gonna be on the next episode, which episode 3, The Predator Awakens. And it seems as though the Clockwork Heart is going to be the main focus on that one. But that's besides the point. Let's go ahead and head back into episode 1, The Black Chateau, or Chow, however the hell you're supposed to say it. And why don't we go looking for some of the stuff we can steal to make some quick change, or make some quick cash. You know, it's funny because I'm so used to playing this game, and man, it still just slaps. And I honestly used to be kind of an avid, or I wasn't really a big enjoyer of Sly 2 that much. After Sly 3, I mean. Like, I like Sly 3. I like Sly 2. I like all the Sly Cooper games. But, I don't know. For some reason, I guess I just liked the replayability for Sly 3. Where, in order to really play anything on this game, again, you basically needed to do a full replay-through of the game. Unless you knew the codes. In which case, if you had the codes, you were able to play the game and the missions whenever you wanted. Though, oh man, you know, now I don't know. Because there's another thing that kind of bothers me with this, with both of these games, actually. Or, well, both, Sly 2 and Sly 3. And that's kind of, the whole thing with, the story. Like, out of everything, Sly 2 has the better story. And I think that's kind of interesting to think about. Like, Sly 1 had the best levels. Sly 2 had the best, Sly 1 had the best had the best levels. Sly 2 had the best story. Sly 3 had the best replayability. Because, and you know what? I'm not gonna. I don't think I can change. I don't think you guys can change my mind on that one. Sly 2 in general just had the better story. I mean, like, yeah, sure, we got like closure with some of the things in like Sly 3, especially when it came to the like Fiendish 5 characters. I mean, like, yeah, we saw most of the characters in jail via the comics and stuff like that. But, like, Panda King himself was a really cool character to kind of see. There we go. Let's go ahead and head back out and look for some more. But to continue on, Sly 1 just had better levels. I liked the missions in that game a bit more. And I think the vaults were done slightly better. Like, all the abilities, like, granted, don't get me wrong, ThiefNet is cool. I don't mind ThiefNet. What I kind of dislike is just not having an ability in game to show you, hey, here's where this item is, here's where a bottle is, and stuff like that. You kind of just have to go around just waiting until you hear the clinking. But I mean, aside from that, yeah, I still stand by my word on Sly 2 just having the better stories, just solely because it's like you're going up against the main, like, big bad, which of course is Clockwork. And it's so interesting because it's like they tried to do something with Sly in 3 and 4. I mean, like, in 3 it was Dr. M. In 4 it was Le Paradox. Dr. M, you know, he wasn't all that bad, but man, I kind of wish we would have gotten more information on him. I mean, like, the only time that we ever actually got any kind of information from him was, or about him, was just, he was part of the Cooper crew, or Connor Cooper's, crew. And then it's like, he basically just got jealous. And hell, he even tried to get Bentley to kind of see his way. Which, in my opinion, I think that would have been surprising if Sly 4 actually did something with that. Had Bentley go missing. And then Sly had to, you know, do something. I wonder how that would have gone. Sorry, I just wanted to look at the idle animation. I don't think there's anything else in this area, unfortunately. But yeah, like, aside from that, there isn't really a whole lot after, Sly 3. I mean, Sly 4, or Sly Cooper Thieves in Time, which a lot of people don't even consider to be canon, was just okay. But man, does it suck when, after years of waiting, you don't get anything else after that. Like, yeah, you get a new game, but you don't get, I don't know, you just don't get the same kind of oomph to it. You know, now that I think about it, it was kind of like that for Kingdom Hearts 3 for a lot of people. A lot of people didn't really like Kingdom Hearts 3. And it's really only because of, hey-o, Retro. We were just, or I was just talking about how, Sly Cooper in general just has a lot of good and a lot of, kind of mixed, or it's kind of like a very interesting, way to really describe the games with how I was saying it. I was pretty much saying, like, Sly 1 had the better levels. Sly 2 had better story, and then Sly 3 had the better replayability. But, like, aside from that, right? It's like, what is there to say about Sly 4? Like genuinely, what is there to really say about Sly 4? I mean, I'm happy that the game came out. Don't get me wrong, I enjoyed my time with Sly 4. But man, I don't think I could ever really go and replay the game afterwards. Because, I mean, like, what is there left in Sly 4 after once you get, like, all the treasure? The secret ending? Which, I mean, yeah, you can get that, but you can play Sly 1, Sly 2, Sly 3, and still get the secret ending simply by just playing the game. Oh. Okay. I'm not gonna complain. I somehow made him go into the death barrier for NPCs. That's kind of funny. You know, I think I know exactly what my problem with Sly 4 is. And you can agree with me, you can disagree with me on this one. not enough Sly Cooper heritage. Or, like, even like, a unique, like, scenario. Like, take, for instance, the very first level, right? Ryuichi Cooper. That makes sense because, you know, he's one of the very first people that you get their ability is, which is the Ninja Spire Jump. But then, you gotta think about it from... Like, you just gotta think about it through the way of how they portrayed the games. Because it went from Ryuichi Cooper, or the chapters, I'm sorry. It went from Ryuichi Cooper to Tennessee Kid Cooper, which is the one that I was really excited for because I loved his design. Despite him looking more just like Sly Cooper. Like, I was kind of hoping that they would have had the mustache design for him. I think that would have been a nice little style rather than just Sly Cooper's character model with a tinge of brown and whatnot. The thing that I was so upset about, though, was Bob. Like, genuinely. My least favorite chapter was Chapter 3, or Episode 3. Going into the prehistoric era, like, yeah, that's cool and all, but man... I hated how they did that. Like, I would have loved if there was a chapter that, rather, instead of Murray's necklace, it was something from, like, Carmelita. Oh my god, I just thought of a really cool idea. What if they did do that? They had to throw one of Carmelita's items in, right? And they time travel to an era where it was a Cooper that was part of, like, the cops. I think that would have been kind of cool. Especially even more so if they were to actually do it where it's like, oh, hey, there was a Cooper that was a cop. But also, spoiler alert. Or not spoiler alert, but, like, newsflash. One of the Carmelita of that era, since it would be also Carmelita's ancestor, she would basically be the partner to that ancestor of the Cooper legacy. And she completely doesn't know that the Cooper history is nothing, or is all about stealing shit. Crap. Okay, cool. I can be able to re-get it. Nice. Gonna wait for this rhinoceros to go away. No, but you have a shiny. So go ahead and take your thing. I genuinely think that would be actually kind of cool. And, you know, I think it's relatively interesting considering the fact that the person who's currently making a Sly Cooper fan game, he has it where the siblings take up the family business for both sides. Carmelita's like a retired or either retired or a straight up like colonel or chief of police or whatever, and the daughter is basically just Carmelita, and the Cooper character is a ring-tailed thief. Go ahead and sell all this stuff. Man, we got a lot of money. I guess we can mess around with some stuff while we're around here. But yeah, like, I just genuinely think it would be so damn cool just to see something. But unfortunately, as we said, I think last stream when we were doing this game, Sucker Punch was just like only 10% of people would totally be like down to work on a Sly Cooper game at Sucker Punch. And it's like that's a really sad statistic considering the fact that, again, Sucker Punch really only had like one game before Sly Cooper. And that was Rocket Robot on Wheels. Or on Wheel. Wheel, whatever the hell it is. Point of the matter is that it just, I don't know, it kind of stings a little bit when the only time you ever got to see like Cooper, or the only time that we would see the Sly Cooper series is just the PS2 era. I mean, like, I don't know, man. I feel like Insomniac, like, man, I don't know. I just feel like Insomniac pays tribute to these guys more than Sucker Punch and Naughty Dog combined for both of their own mascots. Like, Rift Apart had a Jack and Sly Cooper, or a Jack and Sly, not necessarily Jack and Sly Cooper, anyways, references with the new Rhino. And yet, we just never got anything from it. And it's really sad, too, because I think it would have been really cool to see, like, a Sly Cooper, or to see Sly Cooper or Jack and Daxter come back. And from what it seems like we're just never gonna get it unless we work on fan-made projects or anything in terms of, like comic dubs or fan-made stories and stuff like that. I do wish eventually that Sucker Punch and Naughty Dog finally just be like, you know what? Have at it. If you want to make a Sly Cooper game or a Jack and Daxter game, you know, have at it. We'll give you our graces for the game. And then, you know, they can, like, they can be like, hey, Sony, we got this great game, or we got a fan-made project for Sly Cooper or Ratchet or Jak and Daxter and shit like that. Same thing with like Banjo, man. Like, Rare doesn't want to make another Banjo game. But the demand for it is like so high up there. And like, it makes me so sad to think like, man, we could have gotten so much more if Nintendo had kept Rare, I think. Or like at least fought for the Banjo rights. Because everyone agrees that Banjo is a Nintendo character. He's not a Microsoft character, he's not a Rareware character anymore. He's a Nintendo character. Everyone remembers him from Nintendo. And honestly, that's kind of sad to think about it, too. Considering the fact that the reason why Rare is even on Microsoft now... How the... That was funny. Hey, Jake, welcome back. You just missed it. We went on a whole little tangent talking about Sly Cooper. And just like, well, not only Sly Cooper, but also like Jak and Daxter, and just like, man, I just want him back, and whatnot. Which inevitably led over to talking about our Bear and Bird duo. It still kills me that that Naughty Dog has a full franchise for The Last of Us, and it's literally just 2 games. Just 2 games and no It's just 2 games, but with 5 games in the franchise, and I just find that fucking hilarious, because Naughty Dog back then, you know, like Last of Us, you know, don't get me wrong, it's a decent game, but man. It's just like with Rockstar. Rockstar had so many games. Man, you know, now that I'm thinking about it, there's just so many games that used to be, like, from these companies. And now it's just all, like, they barely acknowledge them anymore. Yeah, which is unfortunate, to be honest. Sony has all of these IPs, but I rarely see the old game series get any love nowadays from them. Yeah, right? Like, it really is only just Ratchet and Clank. And then Astrobot came out and was like, hey, here's just a big old classic love, or just a love letter to everything Sony. And it did supremely well. Like, Game of the Year and everything. Now, this, regardless of what like your opinion is on the Game of the Year that year, which I think was last year, Astrobot itself was a good game, and it had, and again, it was just a giant love letter to all things Sony. from Sly Cooper to Abe's Odyssey to not Monkey Ball, but Ape Escape. Just, it makes me sad that this is just the way that Sony is now. Like, hell, who knows what's gonna happen with who knows what's gonna happen with sorry, I got distracted. Who knows what the hell is gonna happen with Horizon now? I mean, like, yeah, Horizon Zero Dawn has, like, 3 games. But, or, well, 4 games. One's a VR game. Another one's a Lego-centered game. And then you have the two main games. But it's like, with both of them just being released at the worst time for when they came out, it's just like, are they going to risk letting that game be made again and having poor timing? I have no doubt that Sony will be able to rebound from anything. Or just any of these game companies. I think they have the ability to rebound no matter what. But man, does it suck when it's like game companies and publishers and hell, even developers, they get just so screwed out of everything just because a game doesn't sell enough or anything. Like, don't get me wrong. Concord was not going to sell. It wasn't going to sell big. Let's be honest here. The game itself was not, it wasn't selling a whole lot of people. A lot of people thought that the characters were ugly. A lot of people didn't really like the art style of the game and everything. And even when the game came out, not a lot of people really cared about it. And it's just like, I think that was around the time when people were just getting sick and tired of, like, the hero shooters. And then now it's just like, oh, we're getting sick and tired. Or no, we were done with the hero shooters, and now we were getting sick and tired of the what is it? Extraction shooters, that's what it is. Ooh. Oh, hi there, elephant. But yeah, like, I genuinely just, I don't know. I genuinely miss the early 2000s for games. Just in terms of, like, aesthetics and whatnot. I love I love the games that are coming out nowadays. But it's just like, we'll never get another Sly Cooper. We'll never get another, like, game that's like Infamous. We'll never get another game like Infamous. We'll never get another game like Sly Cooper. But that's where indie devs come in. And the indie devs, dude, they are the people that are really going to save the game industry, because they're the ones who are going to be making these great products to come out and be like, hey, we know you're tired of waiting for this certain game to come out, so we decided to say fuck it and make a spiritual successor. That's why Pizza Tower is so fucking popular. Or was so fucking popular. That's why... Not necessarily Five Nights at Freddy's, but Five Nights at Freddy's was a big banger at that time for horror games. Granted, yeah, it was only just jump scares, but I mean, it helped out with the horror and whatnot, and especially with the crazy amount of shit that happened with there. And then now with Silk Song being only $20, like, come on now. If anybody says that Silk Song is not worth it, they are people who do not play a whole lot of games, or they are people who are just hating on the popular thing. And that's another thing that kind of kills a whole lot of games too, is just the amount of people who will go and just be like, hey, this game that's like so popular, it's actually complete dog shit and completely like broken and everything. But then when people go and play it, it's like, no, that's far from the truth. This game is actually relatively good. It kind of sucks that that's just the case of it, you know? I mean, yeah, like there are some stinkers, and there are some things that just don't do well. But at the same time, people are getting better with it. People are getting better at making judgment calls and stuff like that. People are able to see, like, oh, hey, this game is not going to be doing all that good and everything. But man, it really is just indie devs that are that are stepping up for where the game companies are not doing a whole lot of. Like, despite me constantly, like, avoiding the news for, like, oh god, what is it? Nintendo. I completely agree with a lot of people that, you know, Nintendo's kind of being a little greedy. And it's just, now it's just like, what is there to do now? Because, like, the fact that AAA games are dogging on Silk Song's price when the game is really good and is going to burn a hole in your pocket, unlike games from big companies like Nintendo. Yeah, exactly. Like Mario Kart World is not worth $80. I'm just being real here. Mario Kart World is not or has not justified its price tag for $80 bucks. My single copium, right? My copium for this is basically, I hope that Mario Kart World gets free DLC. That is my copium for that game. I love the game, but again, there's a reason why I bought the digital version of the game with my, or when I bought the Switch 2. I bought the bundle. Hey, only one more coin and we'll be in the year. Hey, 2027. I don't know. But yeah, like, I agree with a lot of people on Nintendo's pricings and shit like that. And hell, fucking Microsoft up their prices again for a Series X. Like a Series, like the 2 terabyte Series X that's going out, or that came out or is coming out or whatever. Dude, that shit's $800. It is legit fucking 800 goddamn clams. Just to be able to purchase the Cosmos 2 terabyte Series X. And this is their second price hike for this system. And it's like, brother, what? And you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and say it. I'm pretty sure plenty of other people may have said it, but I'm gonna go ahead and say it. The PS5 and the Xbox Series X, they are not worth it. Like, Jake, do you feel justified in purchasing your PS5? Or if you have a Series X, do you feel justified in purchasing those consoles after however many years it's been out? Because I get the whole thing with tariffs and stuff, but having a game cost 1/3 of the price of a console is ridiculous. Right, that, and also the fact that, like, again, something like with Nintendo and their fucking amiibos. Like, bro, amiibo should not be fucking $50. Why am I having to buy amiibos for $50? It just, like, again, I don't think the PS5 in the Series X is worth it. Like, at this point, I love my PlayStation 5. I enjoyed, my time. I'm enjoying my time with my system. But, man, most of these games that come out are still being released on the PS4 and the Xbox One. And that really is saying something, because yeah, like, hell, even streaming services themselves are straight up feeling the burn, because piracy is just at an all-time high now. Like, if you want my general opinion on what you should do for your gaming experience, I think I've said this on stream before, but I will say it again. You get yourself a PlayStation 4. Get yourself a PlayStation 4 or a PlayStation 5, whatever one that you honestly want to get. Get yourself Game Pass Ultimate or just Game Pass PC. Is that one of the enemies? No, it isn't. And then just buy whatever system Nintendo makes. Bada bing, bada boom. You got your whole grounds covered. You got your PlayStation fix, you got your Xbox fix, and you got whatever Nintendo has to offer. Like, I originally was planning on buying a Series X not too long ago. But once I found out about that price hike to make it $800, nah, I straight up was just like, I'm just gonna get an Xbox One X at this point. Because I already have PC Game Pass. I'll just get PC Game Pass, or I'll get the ultimate Game Pass thing. I'll have the ability to be able to play the games that are on Xbox. I'll be able to have the ability to play the games on PC. I can upgrade my PC whenever. And I'll already have PlayStation stuff set and ready to go. And then just, I'm an avid Nintendo user, so eventually I'll grab the games that are on Nintendo, their exclusives and all that other stuff. And it's just like, well, with the exception of the Amiibos, you gotta wait a little bit longer for that one, unfortunately, in order to be able to get them at a decent price. I like how he smacked me right into. I smacked him into the building, and he just disintegrated. I don't know, I'm kind of just roaming around in this little area. We've technically already been done with the Slide 2 session. I've just been running around just talking because, you know, I didn't want to start the next episode because we were only like 23 minutes in, or 28 minutes in, and we've finished this episode's area. Yeah, basically reduced them to atoms. But yeah, like, I don't know, man. This year has been a very, very short and quick year, but at the same time, it has been a hassle to deal with. Like, from all the shit that's happening, like, in the real world, to shit that's happening with the tech industry in terms of, like, video games and all that other shit. It's definitely a stressful time with it. Hell, you know, I'm gonna be real with you. When the Nintendo Direct aired, I was hyped for it. I was excited to see what we were going to get and whatnot. You didn't pay for the PS5. Well, how long have you had your PS5? Clearly didn't want to pre-order one with the pandemic era. Yeah. How long have you had the PS5, though? About a few years? Okay. So, do you feel satisfied with your PS5 at this point? With all the games still coming out on, like, PS4 and shit like that? Granted, it does seem like they are starting to lay off of doing that, but to me, it's too little too late at that point. Because, again, if they're making these games Oh yeah, with Glitch having a. Isn't that the person that made Owl House? Didn't she just join to make a new show? You know what? Now that I think about it, yeah, let's actually go ahead and talk about like other shit. Like in terms of like animation and stuff like that. Fucking Sega is doing shit with AI, apparently. And it's like complete ass. Like, I don't remember if it's like generative like images or anything like that, or if it's or actually no, I think it is like generated images, and I think even music or something like that. I think somebody was saying something about it. I don't remember like the full like details on it, but I think like somebody, like I think somebody said like, oh, Crossworld's theme is like made with AI lyrics and shit like that, or something like that. Again, take that with a massive grain of salt, because it was like late at night when I saw it, and I didn't know whether it was true or not. It most likely was potentially true, but at the same time, I don't know, because Sega likes to do things one way and then all of a sudden just have a weird like day where they're like, oh hey, let's go and do some goofy shit. Actually, you know what? Let me actually take a look at that. Let me see. Or my phone. Nah. I just have to use I just do this. There we go. Okay. Let's take a look. Search. Let me look up Sega AI. Okay, so this is from September 18th. From someone by the name of Angry Bird Facts on Twitter. A recent Rovio job listings confirmed that Sega of Europe and Sega of Japan are directly collaborating in terms of how to incorporate generative AI in both companies' games projects. Now, whether or not this is actually true or not is up to interpretation. I'm trying to see what it was. Oh, here we go. This is just from 9 hours ago. A new job listing reveals that Sega Europe, Sega Japan, and Rovio are working together to implement generative AI in new games, live titles, and services. Let's see. I'm trying to see if I can find the one where someone said something. Is it this one? Oh, I think it was the promo. I think that's what it was. Because if you look in the if you look in the promo for Sonic Cross Worlds, let's go ahead and head back out. Actually, no, let's play as someone else. Let's do a little bit of punching. Yeah. So, apparently, the reason I'm taking a look at it. But yeah, it was supposedly the actually no, not supposedly. The advertisement for Sonic Cross Worlds. I'm so sorry that this is constantly getting like stuttering or me stuttering and all the other shit. Yeah, apparently it's the advertisement for Sonic Cross Worlds. The blurred image that's on the family like sedan, or not family sedan, the family camper kind of thing. Turns out that little animated video is generative AI of Mario Kart as the dig, right? Now, on the one hand, if it's just being used for, you know, like small little jabs like that, I don't think that's too much of an issue because, again, it's another company's product. So I guess it would be totally fine to, you know, do that. But if it's actively going into games and live services, like how that one job listing was saying, then yeah, I would have an immense problem with that because generative AI, I hope I'm saying that right, doesn't necessarily belong in video games, no matter what. Like, if they were to put like AI images into games, then why? If you're using it to upscale images, I'd be fine with that. But if it's legit, like, oh, we're making a full like art style and shit like that with generative AI, then no. But yeah, that's my take on it. I think as long as it's just straight up only used for like advertisements to, you know, take a jab at games and stuff like that, I'd be totally fine with that. But if it's being used in games for anything but just upscaling textures a little bit, and not really good upscaling, like how it was with fucking Definitive Edition of GTA Trilogy, then yeah, I would have a problem. I'd have a huge problem. It's like with Call of Duty. Call of Duty's been doing that for a while. Like, most of the calling cards and most of, like, the emblems and shit like that you see nowadays are most likely just shit from an AI generative prompt. Which sucks. Like, at this point, if we are actually going to get it into, like, games and shit like that, then, you know, make it as, like, a joke, you know? Have a joke, like, joke filter or something like that, you know? I think that would be a funny kind of thing. Like, have an actual art style for the game, and then make a dumb, like, silly fucking filter or something like that, where it's like, oh hey, this is what the game would look like if it was generated with AI images and shit like that. Have like a really fucked up, like, Sonic or something like that. Like, have like a Sonic that doesn't look like Sonic in the filter or anything like that. You know what I mean? But obviously, it would be an actual style and not just literal generative AI. Make it to where it actually, like, fucks up with the textures and stuff like that. And not like, oh, we made the entire game with this shit. And that's like the main art style and shit like that. If anything, and as an artist myself, especially, the use of AI to replace artists is honestly disgusting. You could rant for an hour about this, but when it comes to AI, it has no soul to the art. Yeah, exactly. Like, that's the whole fucking issue with the damn thing. Everybody wants things to be super easy and super cheap to make. But it's like, when you do that, you don't get anything. All you get is just corporate soulless shit. And that's why I think, like, if people are gonna make a game, right? Like, let's take for instance Sly Cooper. Let's take for instance if this game came out today. And generative AI was like a thing and all this other stuff. I know the artists would not do that. But I think it would be funny if, for an unlockable, there would be a funny little thing like... They would... Sorry. I had to take a look at the chat. That it generates artists... Yeah. It has no soul to the art that it generates. Artists pour their hearts, mind, and soul into their craft. Even games have that as well. And that's what I'm saying. Like, with, like, Naughty Dog, for instance. You know how they've made all those cheats, or those skins that you can buy for Nathan to make him look like a fat motherfucker, or anything like that, or make him look like Elena, or anything like that. That's what I think it should do. Make a filter, because it even has filters, and that should be a filter, not the game's core art style, not the game's core, like, programming. I think that it should be a joke. It should be a joke filter for something. If you have to rely on generative AI to make a game look pretty, but it's soulless as shit, then guess what? Your game is not worth playing. If you do it to make fun of generative AI, and by that I mean put a filter on the game that makes it do all that wibbly wobbly shit, then I would be applauding, because that would be because it would be funny. Let the game have its own art style, and then if anybody wanted to do like generative art in the fucking game, because let's be honest, these CEOs and all this other shit tend to be like, oh hey, we need to follow we must follow the fucking trends that are going around. Make it to where it's just a filter. Make it to where it doesn't actually affect the game or anything. It is just... Or, well, make it affect the game, but only as this dumb little thing. And not something that is the main fucking thing. I could have sworn I shot him with that sleep dart. Well, aside from like the generative art garbage, what else has really happened in the gaming world? I forgot how spongy fucking Bentley is. I think that bomb would actually take me out in one hit. Plus, when it comes to Gen AI, it's also stealing because the AI images, they steal an image and morph it into something that resembles the husk of what it used to be. Right, exactly. You know, you said that you would be able to rant like a whole hour long, or you would have like a whole hour long rant, and the stuff like that. That would actually be kind of fun to listen to. Actually, I think that would be kind of fun to do as for like for something for the channel. Just talk about the whole thing. Are you dead ass running all the way over? Oh no, they're not. Nah. That sucks. I like how I'm just only fucking around in this level. Because I don't know anything else and whatnot. Trust me, if you weren't limited to a character limit here in the chat, I will type a whole paragraph worth ranting about stupidity going around in today's society. Well, I mean, if you want, I think one thing that would be kind of fun to do, would be to, do a podcast of just rambling, chatting with people of the Nexus. Are you free tomorrow, Retro? Would you be up to doing that? Getting into a call and streaming just like maybe like an hour long, hour or two, maybe even 3, just yap session, talking about all the shit that happens in like entertainment or just like in general. Offer goes to you as well, Jake. I think it would be kind of fun. Just us just doing a live stream of just chatting, just chit-chatting, maybe having some game footage in the background and whatnot. I think that would be kind of cool. Maybe I could get my maybe I could get Ollie in here as well. Me and him can be or well, maybe it might just be me. I don't know. I don't know if Ollie would want to do that or anything. And like the more people, the more the merrier. Honestly, like if we wanted to get some people like straight up into like a group chat and just talk about like all the shit that's happening, not necessarily political or anything. Unless you want to do it at 9, it should be free there then, and you get off of work at 7:45. When do you start? Like, is it an 8-hour shift or is it like a small shift or something like that? Like, when do you genuinely start tomorrow, Jake? $11:55 a.m. Oh, damn, so you got like an 8-hour shift. Shit. Oh, that sounds fun. I'm so glad I don't have to do that anymore. Well, anyways. Yeah, I mean, yeah, Retro, if you want to get into a call, like, tomorrow, what time is it for you now, Retro? Real quick. Because we're going to end the stream here, in a bit. Like, in about a few minutes. But I just want to get the, information real quick. Send it via DMs, not stream chat. Send it via Discord. Okay, well, if you only said midnight, okay. At least you didn't say like an actual time or anything. Okay, so if it's midnight, so you're like, okay, it's 9:01 right now, so 9, 10. All right, so you're about like 3 hours ahead. Would you be available around 1 tomorrow in the afternoon? I can see if I can get maybe my buddy Crypt to join us or something. But yeah. Assuming if that's like not like the worst time or anything like that. Aside from that, I wouldn't really know what else we would really talk about, except for maybe just game stuff and ridiculous shit that is going on in society, as long as it's not like political bullshit or anything. I mean, if we have to get political, I will put like a warning, like, hey, we're gonna talk about some shit that we don't normally talk about. So just be forewarned here, folks. There might be some shit that might have to be talked about or anything else. But anyways, Retro, I'll get into contact with you after the stream ends. Folks, that is gonna do it for tonight's stream. I know it's short. I know these streams have been short and everything. But honestly, I don't want this series, or I don't want Sly Cooper to go super fast. I have to wake up earlier than usual for me, though, because I'm not an early bird. Nah, I get you. If you want to work out like a time or anything, just again, I'll talk to you in the messages after the stream. Hell, maybe we could get into like an impromptu call and just do like a quick like chat. But aside from that, yeah, I just don't want this. I don't want this game to be done super fast. So that's why I'm taking like 2 days off to really do shit and or do like a grab bag, folks. So with that being said, thanks everybody for tuning in to the stream. Tomorrow will supposedly be that little yap session. If you guys want to join in that, you can. If not, no worries. Other than that, I will put the actual part of Sly Cooper that we really did. I will cut that part out just in general. And then we'll continue on with episode 3 the next time. So with that being said, folks, this is Max from the Video Game Nexus, signing out.